Okay, now we have some tools to analyze literature. We're going to do a little practice lesson. For this lesson, we're going to read the first paragraph of the novella 1922, and we're going to take a look at the tone and the theme and see what things the author used in order to employ those things. So, 1922, April 11th, 1930, Magnolia Hotel, Omaha, Nebraska. To whom it may concern, my name is Wilfred Leland James, and this is my confession. In June of 1922, I murdered my wife, Arletta Christina Winter James, and hid her body by tupping it down an old well. My son, Henry Freeman James, aided me in this crime. Although at 14 he was not responsible, I cozened him into it, playing upon his fears and beating down his quite normal objections over a period of 2 months. This is a thing I regret even more bitterly than the crime, for reasons this document will show. Okay, so the very first thing we need to take a look at is tone. And remember, tone is the attitude of the speaker toward another character or setting or object. So in this case, the narrator is first person, and we know that his name is Wilfred Leland James, so that is our speaker. And in this particular piece, he is talking about two people. He's talking about his wife, Arlette, and he's talking about his son, Henry. And so we take a look at tone, and the tone of this piece, how he feels about those people, to me, seems very detached. Sorry, can't write today. So the author is very detached. And we see this when we take a look at words like, to whom it may concern. This seems very formal, like a business letter, but it's not to anybody in particular. He uses words like confession instead of things like murder. He says that he murdered her and he hid her body by tupping it down an old well, but he doesn't have any regret about it. He doesn't say he feels sad about it. He does say that his son aided me. He didn't say that, he helped me or anything like that. But he also says that he's not responsible. He said he plays upon his fears and beating him down quite normal objections over a 2-month period. So he doesn't talk about how his son was really upset about it or anything like that. It's all very formal and detached as far as the language goes. So we have that as our tone. The message in this piece is a little bit harder to figure out in the sense that we don't have much to go on. The message or the theme seems to me that sometimes people hurt those they love. That was most definitely one of our universal themes that we had on there. And while we're not entirely sure that he loved his wife, the fact that he married her, we want to hold out hope that he did. He does talk about his son, Henry James. And one of the things that we see about his love for Henry is through words like when he talks about how he was not responsible. If he did not love his son, he probably wouldn't have any problem letting his son take the blame for it. He also talks about how he played upon his son's fears and beating him down and talking about beating down his objections. And he does talk about regretting it even more bitterly than the crime. So he regrets the fact that he convinced his son to help him in all of this, even more than murdering his wife. So he definitely at least hurt the son in this particular piece. And so that is how you take a look at literary analysis when we take a look at tone and message, and we're taking a look at word choice.